cool. So swipe left.
What's your name? Why do I have to read the question, do I?
Yeah. That way we know what it says.
Okay, what's your name? I'm Fraser.
Hi, Fraser and Mark.
Nice to meet you, Mark.
Hi.
Should I keep going?
Yeah. Just swipe left whenever you've answered the question.
What have you been up to this evening? I've been in work. I work in a theatre in South London called the Lost Theatre.
I found it though, didn't I?
You did find it, yeah. You'd be surprised how often we hear that joke.
Hey, it was on the sat nav, so it wasn't too hard for me.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm actually just about to leave the company, but right now we're in the middle of putting together a new show called Norma Jean the Musical, which is a musical about Marilyn Monroe.
Yep.
So it's my job right now. I mean, I'm the technical manager in the venue, but my job is I'm currently recording a cast album. But so I've been building a vocal booth out of sort of spare bits of wood that I could find in the venue, because we don't have a custom built recording studio, unfortunately. So I'm trying to build one with what I can find in the venue. But nature of a theatre is there's plenty of stuff kicking about. So
sure, and money's tight, so you've got to improvise. Yeah,
but that's the joy of fringe theatre, I suppose, is you get to kind of work with what you have. But yeah, this should be quite a good show. I can't remember the dates. If anyone's interested, just Google it, I suppose. Okay. It's got Joanna Clifton from Strictly Come Dancing in it. She's one of the dancers, so it's going to be a hit.
Well, now it's going to be on Youber. It'll sell out every night.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
inevitably.
This is how I'm going to get my Christmas bonus, is by advertising the show
on Youber
to all your viewers. But yeah, so
both of them. I've got 2 subscribers on my channel.
Excellent. You know. Well, this is for you guys.
Okay, that's brilliant.
Next question.
You need to swipe left again whenever you're ready.
Where am I taking you? You are taking me to Finsbury Park, which is where I live right now.
So I'm taking you home.
You're taking me home.
And will there be anybody there to greet you?
Yes. My boyfriend's home. And so are my flatmates, I imagine.
New information has arrived.
Oh, new information.
Oh, I don't know what that was. That was scary. I've never heard that before.
Oh dear.
And will he have made you dinner?
I believe he is making me a gourmet takeaway pizza, so we'll see how that goes.
He's making you a takeaway pizza. I'd see how that goes.
So he's dialing the phone like a real pro.
You can cook with one finger, basically.
Yeah, indeed you can. So yeah, that's where I'm going just now.
Cool. Okay.
Next question.
What is beeping?
Where would I rather be going? Where would I rather be going? Well, it's always nice to go home, I suppose. Always look forward to going to Glasgow. So it's a bit of a long journey from here in a car, but yeah, I'd rather be going to Glasgow. I always like to go back there. That's home.
Glasgow. Well, City of Culture, as wasn't it?
No, well, the year I was born was City of Culture.
Well,
1990.
Old, obviously.
But that's why it was a City of Culture, obviously, because I was born and they went, well, this is peak culture.
Culture
has arrived.
Had been born in our city, obviously.
Who would you take with you? Who would I take with me to Glasgow? Well, I guess Robbie, who's my boyfriend. I would take him with me. Or, I don't know, my other Glaswegian friends who are down here. We go for a wee road trip back home, visit some family and friends and all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
What else we got here?
Show them the Gorbals.
Well, I mean, nobody really used to see the Gorbals, do they?
I don't know. It's the only part of Glasgow most people could put a name to.
I guess that's probably because of Ramsey Nesbitt, because that's where he's from.
I've probably got the Gorbals. The Gorbals.
The Gorbals. Yeah, never quite got used to the people doing my accent back at me when I moved down here. Is
the Gorbals a collection of places which there is an individual Gorbal and more than one? Is it a plural?
No, I think the Gorbals. I don't really know the sort of the source of that name, but no, the Gorbals is it's. I mean, actually, saying
probably been gentrified now, like everywhere else.
That's what I was going to say. It's actually become, because it was quite affordable to go and stay there. It's done quite well for itself.
Yeah, that's it. You see the Bohemians move in, don't they?
Yeah, there's some really nice bits in it now as well. And you know what? I'm sure the people from the Gorbals are lovely. You know, people like Glaswegians.
Exactly. Let's say that, because we don't want them coming down here and bashing us up now.
No, they would. They would do. They would do.
Okay.
Next question.
Next, yeah.
What's my dream job? It's always a tough question, that, because it changes from day to day, I suppose.
Well, you've got many then.
Many dream jobs. I was, and I suppose sort of still technically am, in a band, so it'd be quite nice to have the opportunity to do that as a full-time job.
And what is it you play?
I'm the singer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm the singer of my band.
Well, we can get a band together. I'm a guitar player.
Well, there we go. So that's a plan.
But you've already got a guitar player.
Well, you know, we can always use a backup guitar player. You know.
I don't like the sound of that.
You know, not.
No, you don't want to be a backup. You've got to sack the other guy. I'm not interested.
I'll speak to Matthew, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, just give him the bad news in the morning.
Okay, cool. Actually, he is. Do you know weirdly enough, he's actually coming to stay in my house tomorrow.
Really?
He's we're like ships in the night actually, because he's coming down here to start a new job down just outside London, and I'm going freelance, and I'll actually be going back up to Glasgow for quite a while. So we'll actually miss each other. So we've not been able to have.
How's the band going to get to play?
So we sort of work through the internet, and we haven't played live in over a year.
Right.
But
and what kind of stuff is it?
It's like alternative rock, I suppose. Sort of block party, sort of Fools, that sort of thing.
Okay.
We like to think we're our own unique strain, but
yeah, exactly. You've created your own genre.
But they're the people that we sort of take influence from.
Okay.
If you want to look us up, 2 viewers.
And what are you called?
We're called Clonosaurus.
Like
it's a reference to a Simpsons episode.
Okay.
Because we're just dorks when it comes down to it. But yeah, so you can look us up, Clonosaurus, if you want.
I shall look up Clonosaurus. I shall play it as soon as I get to grips with my technology.
Excellent. I believe we're in the middle of releasing an EP just now, so.
Can I find you on the internet or Spotify
yeah, we're on
or something?
You can get us on Facebook at the moment. I think our EP is probably going to go up on Spotify and iTunes and that kind of stuff, so keep your eyes open for it, I suppose.
Okay, we'll do.
Let's move on to the next one.
Moving on.
What is your porn star name?
Yeah.
Your first pet followed by your street name. Right. What was my first pet called? Now, see, I don't know. I had fish when I was really young.
We could be flexible on this.
But I don't know what they were called.
You don't. They didn't have individual names.
There was a chance they might have been called Popeye and Bluto, but I don't really remember. But the first pet I personally had was a hamster.
And his name?
His name was. Well, I had 2. It was Indiana Jones or James Bond, because I was a very creative child.
Okay, and we're going to choose one of those. Indiana.
We're going for Indiana because it's a bit more exotic.
A bit more exotic.
And my street name, my current street name or the street name I grew up on?
Well, again, flexibility is on offer.
So my street name that I grew up on, where my parents still live, is Eagle Crescent.
Eagle?
So it'd either be Indiana Eagle.
Oh, yes!
Or my current street, which is Rock Street, or I'd be called Indiana Rock.
They're 2 brilliant.
I mean, they're both pretty good.
Fucking brilliant porn star names. So, yeah.
I mean, they could be for different genres. I could have 2 character names.
Yeah.
It's nice to have options.
I mean, Rock Street.
Rock Street just lends itself.
Is that why you chose to move in there?
That's the only reason I moved there.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my porn star name.
Excellent, next week.
What's big in the news at the moment? Right now, what's big in the news? Oh wow. Okay. There's definitely loads of big things in the news.
I know, but you can choose anything that you've noticed.
Anything I've noticed.
I'm trying to keep something contemporary going in that thing.
Okay, so I mean, the bigger things have been quite a lot of politics recently. So currently we're in the middle of looking at the EU referendum.
Yeah, Brexit has been a big subject.
Yeah, whether we're going to exit or not. We've also recently had, well, not that recently, a week and a bit ago, we had the elections. For the mayor, we had Sadiq Khan elected London mayor.
Yep, Sadiq made it in.
We also had, obviously I'm from Scotland, so we had the big news up in Scotland with the SNP getting put back in power again, but not in power. What else happened? The Labour Party got sort of wiped out a little bit. People keep saying that. I mean, I don't think it's as bad as it's advertised as, but
I think the problem we've got is. Well, I won't go on because it's meant to be your interview, and if I bang on too much,
it's good to have a conversation.
I know, but I think the trouble is the Scots and us have destroyed us any chance of ever having a bloody government again.
Here is my 10 cents for what it's worth. I believe, and I come from a very socialist family. My mum is a ardent socialist, as my dad. In fact, I think my granddad was a member of the Communist Party or something like that. So I'm from a very socialist family. But I think what's happened is with the Labour Party, when Tony Blair took over and created New Labour, he became a party, something for everyone.
Yeah.
Like he was all things to all people. But the problem with that is now that the things have gone on, and what's happened is the people who would support the Labour Party in Scotland that feel that they should be more left wing, more of a worker people's party, have gone to the SNP because they believe them to be a more socialist left wing party.
Yeah, which they are, which is all true.
They are. I mean, whether they're as left wing as people think they are is up for debate, but they're certainly advertise themselves as a more socialisty party compared to the Labour Party.
Personally, I think the only chance that Labour have got is to do a deal with the Scots Nats, in which they say for the next Parliament.
I'd be surprised.
Independence is not
I'd be surprised if that happened, to be honest. But I mean, it could easily.
It's the only way we'll ever have anyone other than Tory government again, and they are essentially Labour with a
that's
nationalistic agenda. So you know.
That's what I was gonna. That's the thing. So basically, people that used to vote Labour when Tony Blair was around, that were socialist, have now, or more left wing, have gone to the SNP, and the people that Tony Blair brought to the Labour Party that would have maybe voted for the Conservative Party have now gone back to the Conservative Party, leaving the Labour Party with no one really, because the people that they're supposed to represent feel like they're not represented by them anymore. So that's the way I feel about that.
Good answer, but we're trying to keep it brief. So
Sorry,
left again. No, that's good. That's good.
One thing I hate about London, one thing I love about London. What do I hate about London? I think I hate and love the exact same thing about London. It's huge. It's so big. And I hate it because sometimes it feels like it's difficult to find somewhere where you really belong, because you always feel like you're just sort of passing through somewhere. And maybe because I didn't grow up here, I still feel like I'm a tourist all the time, even though I live and work here.
Sure.
But the thing I love about it is that it is so big, and there's always something happening, and you can go and find, if you want to go out for a night out, there's always something happening that's a bit different.
Sure.
There's always sort of pop
So
up.
its virtue is its drawback as well.
Correct, yeah. Well, that's what I think anyway. That's how I feel about it.
Excellent. Next
question. Oh, it's a blank screen.
Oh, go
Is that
back
my last
one
question?
then. No, because it says there's another question and then there's a permission thing.
Oh, there's a few. Tell me a joke, sing me a song, or show me your party trick.
Yeah. And please don't turn your eyelids inside out like a girl did on Friday night.
Let's think. I have a couple of jokes. Let's think of here's a joke that I made up.
Oh,
I'm
cool!
quite happy with.
Excellent, freshly minted.
It's
Come on.
a fresh joke. I thought of this one day when I was in the shower and I started laughing, but then I told my friends and they didn't agree it was that funny. But I like it. So, did you hear that? Somebody was walking down the street and they saw Gordon Ramsay, and Gordon Ramsay was attacked by this guy holding one of those pepper grinders, and he just smacked him right over the head with it. But Gordon Ramsay, he took it very well, because of course he's a seasoned professional.
Oh dear.
He's a seasoned professional.
I know.
It works on two levels, because A, he's a chef, so he's big on seasoning, and B, pepper grinder.
Yeah, I'm with you. I see it.
Multi-layered.
Almost good enough for my friend Tony Campbell, who puts jokes like that on Facebook every day.
Right, so you could get a job in party crackers.
You could run a grown-a-thon with that level of chops.
I mean, I'm sure I've got more, but I can't think of it at the moment. Let's move on.
What the hell your shower time consists of? I can't.
Well, it's a lot more wholesome than a lot of other people's shower times.
Well, I dare say. Well, that's lovely. Okay,
thank you.
That's a party trick and a joke in one, because you made it up.
How do I feel about Youber is the next question. I like Youber. I sort of have mixed feelings about it sometimes, because I think that part of me thinks, what about the little man who's going out there with the black cabs and stuff. But at the same time, I suppose
they're a bunch of bastards.
The people that drive for Uber are also the little man. Do you know what I mean?
We all have families too.
Yeah, you're all independent.
Also, I'm not charging you half your salary to get you home.
That's the thing. It's incredibly.
Yeah, and you can hail me without staggering around with your boxes in the street, 100%. Waving your arms around.
It's extremely affordable, and the drivers are always really nice. Genuinely, I've never had a bad experience with an Uber driver.
Cool.
And also, pretty much any time I've ever needed a cab, I've gone on the app and instantaneously there's someone there.
Like, we have a problem. There's so many of us.
I mean, I think that can be difficult for you guys because we're oversaturated.
I think they need to put it up a little bit or cut their fee.
Like have an Uber cull.
Well, either that or Uber could be a little more generous. They take 20% off me, 25% off new drivers.
Wow. How long have you been doing it for?
A year.
A year?
Well, I wouldn't have joined if it was any less, but
Well, there you go.
Anyway, so swipe left again.
If you're happy for your interview to appear on Youber, Mark's vlog, then please give your verbal permission to the camera. If you don't want to, that's also fine, it just gets deleted. Oh, I give permission to Mark to be on Youber if you want to. That's, if I'm interesting enough for you.
I'll put you up.
There we go.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And say good night.
Oh, good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.